I'm Frank Meuers, and I'm from Plymouth, Minnesota, and I'd like to share a little bit of my story with all of you. I was struggling with lots and lots and lots of infections as far back as 1968, and they said, well, you have some problems with your blood. We're not sure what, but just there's nothing we can do for you. You just have to live with it. So I had chronic, constant infections, and it went on from 1968 to 1990. At that time, I had gone through, by that time, 30-some hospitalizations. I've had 17 surgeries. I've had 4 sinus surgeries. I had pneumococcal pneumonia and ended up in the hospital. And then I had a hematologist, oncologist, that finally put a name to it. He said, we've done some work on you, and we think you have something called CVID. Never heard of it in my life. But he said, the good news is we have a product called IVIG, and we can get you some help, and it'll probably take a couple of months to get you back on your feet. Well, it took more than a couple of months. It took from 1990 till about 2003. I still struggled constantly with infections as the oncologist tried to get me to go 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks even, between infusions, constantly infected, almost totally on antibiotics all the time. And the answer was, gee, how are you doing? I'm doing really lousy. Great, keep it up, What? No help. Finally, I came to the first IDF conference in Baltimore, Maryland, looking for anything, any answers at all. And I met someone from Duke University, and they said, all right, number one, you've got to find an immunologist, and in Minneapolis, there certainly is one. I will email you with his name. And then you have got to go see this person and get yourself some help. So I arrived at a doctor called Dr. Shapiro, and he just simply said, where have you been? And I asked the same question of him, where have you been? He said, we've got to change some things with you. We've got to change 3 things. We've got to change your interval, your amount, and the brand. So I don't think any one of those is good for you. So by doing that, suddenly, after only 22 years without a diagnosis and over 30 years of struggle, I now got my life back. I'm a math teacher, a middle school math teacher. It extended my working life. It allowed me to go back to work from literally coming home, going to bed, that's all I could do, so it was a rebirth. It was a reincarnation, an epiphany. I came back, I could work again, I was able to go, and that was critical because for us, our insurance, if I had to quit, was $500 per individual per month, and that would have been absolutely totally out of our budget. So by meeting this man, getting the diagnosis, starting with an IVIG product that worked for me, and the amount that worked for me, and the interval that worked for me, I was restored to life, almost literally. And I was able to successfully complete a 41-year teaching career. I continue with this particular regimen today, and I'm an IDF volunteer. I do peer counseling. I look forward to a long association with IDF, and I encourage all of you to get involved with IDF because you are your own advocate. That's my story. I hope you have one that's even better.